Wow, I've been studying for so long with all this material, I could just use a break right now. Does that sound familiar? Well, if you're a fellow GNU student like me, who's studying all the time and just gets studying fatigued, I have some advice for you. You should consider taking a 20-minute study break. So there's a Norwegian study that I read that talks about how exercise actually improves academic performance. And we're gonna put that to the test today with something that we all know and love, Frisbee. Frisbee is a great way to get some exercise for a study break. You can do it by yourself, you can do it with friends, and most importantly, it gets you outside into the beautiful weather that we're having today. And you don't need much, which I'll explain later, but come along with me. I'll show you how we can get some exercise for our study break with Frisbee. So, come with me. We're leaving the school now, as you can see. And I just want to explain a few things as we are looking for a place to play some Frisbee. First thing is, as someone who's had avid experience as an intramural Frisbee player at WSU, there's some things to consider. First of all, when you're playing with your friends, all you need is some semi-casual attire, something that you can move in, make sure that you can like jump and catch. Make sure you have your water. It's very important to stay hydrated. Don't fall behind. And then lastly, it's great to have some clear skies. It gets a little hard to throw the Frisbee when there's a lot of wind. But yeah, there's several parks actually around GNU that you can play Frisbee at. Unfortunately, there's not much space right outside the school, as you can see. So we're gonna hop in the car and go a few minutes down the road and then see what we can find. Come along. So I figured while we're on our way to the park, I would share some tales of some Frisbee experiences that I've had. One interesting tale is I was playing Frisbee around a campfire once with like 7 or 8 people. We were all throwing it above the pit of the fire. And from experience, I can tell you that that's very dangerous and you should not do that. And I do not recommend that at all. But we were using this Frisbee that was like kind of a memento of mine. And one of my buddies, he definitely could not catch the throw that I threw him. So he leaned forward and kicked the Frisbee with his foot and it split it in half. And I was really sad because that was like my favorite Frisbee ever. But he said that he would buy me one to replace it, and that's actually where this one comes from. So, a little fun fact for you. Also, I invited my friends along. You can see Ryan back there. Say hi, Ryan.
Hello.
He's gonna help us teach Frisbee, and also Liam's filming. So say hi, Liam.
Good the camera.
We're almost there though, so we'll see you at the park. So here we are. We're at Mission Park. And the best part is there's basketball, there's softball, and tennis, pickleball, all kinds of things. And it's only like 5 minutes away from the school-ish. I'm gonna actually demonstrate several different throws that you can do for Ultimate Frisbee. The most common one is the backhand throw. That's when you have these 3 fingers underneath the Frisbee like this, and then you use your pointer finger as your guide. And whenever you throw a Frisbee, you want to step towards your target. Oh wait, Ryan, watch out! Oh! Okay, so Ryan wasn't ready for that last one, but we'll try again. Go ahead and go back over there, Ryan. This time, we'll demonstrate the forehand throw. This one is when you have these 3 fingers underneath the Frisbee, and you're using your pinky as the guide. And you want to try to keep it as level as possible. A lot of times, when people have trouble with this throw, it's because they don't keep it level. So I like to rest it on my shoulder, and then the key again is stepping towards your target and then flicking your wrist, and it looks something like this. Oh, Brian! So Ryan, he's okay, but he just had to step out for a little bit. So Liam's here in his stead. Thanks, Liam. Yes, and we have a couple more throws. Liam's gonna catch for me. So the next throw is the chicken wing. It's similar to the forehand throw, except you're flipping the Frisbee all the way around. So your 3 fingers are gonna be on top like this, and then your pointer finger again is gonna be your guide. So you're gonna flick your wrist, and again, you wanna keep it as level as possible. This one's kind of hard though. I sometimes have trouble with this, but key is to step towards your target and then keep it as level as possible. It should look something like this. Thanks, man. Yeah, that one's tough. Oh, beautiful. That was a great backhand, by the way. This one is actually a lot more simple, but it's difficult to catch. It's called the tomahawk. So it's kind of like the forehand, but you switch the angle and it's above your head. You want to throw it kind of at this angle because the Frisbee, it'll dip one way in the air as it's coming toward your target and then level out. So it's pretty fun though, and it's great for ultimate Frisbee when you're kicking off. It looks like this. Like I said, it's kind of hard to catch, but Liam's great. He's doing great. Okay, and the last one is definitely for the more advanced. It doesn't go very far though, so you should come in a little bit. I don't know what to call it. It was an invention that some of my high school buddies and I developed, but you start by spinning it like this, and then you do a little trick. Beautiful. Nice job, Leo. All right, so last thing that I'm gonna demonstrate is some common mistakes that a lot of beginners and sometimes even advanced Frisbee throwers make. First one is called the alligator catch. It's when the Frisbee's coming towards you and you don't get in front of it and catch it like this. You kind of go beside it and then try to catch it like an alligator. It looks a little ridiculous and it looks like this. Don't do that. It's important when you're catching the Frisbee here to stay in front of it and make sure that your body acts as kind of a barrier. Catching it just like that. The second mistake that people make is when they're trying to catch it, they don't make sure that the Frisbee is entering kind of this little divide between your thumb and your fingers here. That's where you want to make sure that you grip it. Some people stick their fingers out and then it can kind of be painful like that. Anytime it makes contact with your fingers while they're extended, it's gonna hurt. So don't be that person. So we've learned some critical things today. If you are a GNU student and you're studying and you feel like you need a break, Frisbee is a great way to achieve that. You know, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes back from Mission Park, with 10 minutes of throwing Frisbee, and you're right back into studying. Second thing is how to play Frisbee. And then lastly, that we can make some good memories along the way. Liam, what do you think is the most impactful?
I mean, there's a lot, but I don't think I landed.
Well, don't be like Liam and learn nothing. So I also brought Ryan here with me. Ryan, why do you think people should come and play Frisbee on their study breaks?
It is a great exercise, dude.
I couldn't have said it any better myself. It's wonderful exercise, and frankly, I do want to put this in also as an ad for intramural sports. If you like intramural sports and you want to see them come to GNU, we could totally do some ultimate Frisbee. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys out there playing some Frisbee.